Well, Larry Ellison, known Trump billionaire donor and ally, who is now owner of Oracle, CBS, CNN, and soon TikTok. Yep, there is a fucking TikTok deal. It's he's claiming that it's done, and we're gonna take a look at who's owning it. But one of the motherfuckers who's basically owning it is, or has a part in owning it, is going to be Larry Ellison. And, well, he's talking about AI surveillance sort of infrastructure. Talking about how it's the future. Very, very cool. So he's like a complete, like, 1984 cyberpunk dystopia fucking freak. He's one. Listen, Boy Meets Smitty, he's one of your favorite sort of like Silicon Valley tech overlord oligarch dipshits. So that's cool. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Dude, are you fucking for. Listen, all these motherfuckers will constantly complain about fucking China having a social credit score and also having a crazy amount of fucking surveillance all over the place, which is a correct thing to fucking criticize. But then they'll just like be gleeful about the fact that they're implementing it also in the United States of America. Nice fucking meme, dude. Like, the hypocrisy is palpable, and the fact just how much these motherfuckers don't really believe in anything is just, great to fucking see. It's very, very cool. Or the Nazi Linux bros complaining about privacy. Yeah, nice fucking meme, dude.
Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best.
Dude, do you know how often police will just turn off their fucking body cams before doing some fucking heinous shit? That happens like all the fucking time. You're gonna fucking trust this sort of police to be the main fucking guys. Oh, and by the way, this is the same motherfucker who's advocating for a digital ID, just like fucking Asmongold did. The problem with digital ID is it's going to be used for surveillance state security apparatus bullshit. That's the main problem with digital ID. It's all of your information. Again, going to talk about the social credit score system that China supposedly fucking has. And, whoa, it turns out that these motherfuckers want the exact same thing. Yeah, it's going to be corporate surveillance. This is shit that can be fucking spoofed. It can be all faked. It can be hacked. It's not a fucking good idea. Not because of just the privacy concerns that arise because of all this shit, but also because in terms of implementing the fucking systems, I don't fucking believe any of these like corporate sort of stooges and motherfuckers being the I don't know, stewards of having a mass surveillance system like this. And they're just doing this because there's fucking money behind it. Like, that's it.
Best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
When you come to government and what government's doing, there are artificial intelligence tools, and some of them I know that Oracle have developed.
Wait, is this Tony Blair? Is this Tony Blair? I think this is Tony Blair. Now, of course, this freak would also be for this as well. Very cool.
Around financial management for government, but also tell us a bit about what, because you're right at the forefront of this revolution, what it means for what government should do in terms of its digital infrastructure, digital ID, data centers, and so on.
How do you take advantage of these incredible AI models? And the first thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model.
Dude, we love the fact that it's, again, I think this is Larry Ellison again talking to a bunch of fucking Saudi royals. Very, very cool. I assume it's fucking Saudi royals. Man, we love giving the monarchs more and more ideas in order to get, like, security state contracts in order to keep monitoring their fucking citizens. Because gotta make sure the moral police knows everything about you so then you don't act out. Very, very cool.
You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. And in the Middle East, in the UAE, for example, they're incredibly rich in data. They have a lot of population data. The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data, but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible by these AI models. We have to take all of this data we have in our...
I wonder why it's probably a bad thing, and it's, or not a bad thing, probably a good thing for the fact that it is not accessible to those AI models. Because it'll just, like, come up with, like, random fucking bullshit and get it all wrong anyways. Again, like, security state apparatus fucking freak. For all these, like, motherfuckers who love to complain constantly about fucking China all the fucking goddamn time, being like, oh yeah, China, the social credit score system, They constantly surveil you with like cameras and all that stuff. It's kind of bad, guys. Dude, literally, this is a Trump guy. This is a Trump fucking billionaire who fucking backed Trump. It was just basically espousing the exact same shit. Listen, it's literally like the fucking meme where it's like unironically, security or Palantir fucking meme. Here we go, Palantir meme. Trump supporters. By the it's literally like it's literally this shit, man. Like it's literally this fucking shit. It's literally this, by the way. Like microchips, digital money, mass surveillance, never. Microchips, digital money, mass surveillance, yay. It's the exact same fucking thing. It's literally this fucking goddamn meme. In a perfect encapsulation for these like dumb fucking conservatives because they don't fucking believe in anything.
Our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform. So we provide context. When we want to ask a question, we've provided that AI model with all.
Let's centralize more control in the hands of fewer and fewer people as much as possible. Woo! Let's go!
The data they need to understand our country. So that's the big step. That's kind of the missing link. We need to unify all of the national data, put it into a database where it's easily consumable by the AI model, and then ask whatever question you like.
So you're really, through the use of this, you're revolutionizing the way government works, right? The services it provides, the way that it operates. What about things like financial management, procurement? How can AI help a government operate more efficiently, more effectively, give a more direct and better service to the citizen?
Well, we have these modern financial systems. So countries can, and all. So for example, the AI system will help you do that. But again, the secret is to get all.
Man, these guys are such shit speakers, bro. It's just like, this is a fucking struggle to even fucking listening to, bro. It's fucking crazy, man. Mark Andreessen's slogan for his tech VC firm is "Software is eating the world." Straight up evil. Well, I mean, he is the little fucking weirdo egghead dipshit who has like a podcast with his like Silicon Tech Valley bros where they talk about unironically being fucking evil. So I don't know. Nice fucking meme, dude.
And get all of that data in one place without having the basic data. It cannot answer the question about your country. I think countries are very uncomfortable with keeping their data in other countries' data centers.
I wonder why that might be the case, Larry. Why they might not want to have their data in other countries' data centers, especially with a dipshit like Trump currently in power, who might just like sell it to the fucking highest bidder. Could sell it to a fucking enemy nation if they're convincing enough to him. Because again, you can't trust anyone with that fucking information because who knows what the fuck they're going to do with that shit. Like, even closest fucking allies are not going to basically share like very private, highly private PII to a bunch of like other fucking countries, even though they're fucking allies with one another. Because why the fuck would they? That's like, don't fucking do that. It's just like, why would you do that? You don't know what's going to happen with that information. You don't know who's going to be in power, who might do something bad with that information. It's just a bad idea. Like, basic fucking security state tenants, like, or basic, honestly, cybersecurity tenants. Like, you don't fucking share more than you need to, dude. I bet he hates GDPR and Chinese privacy laws. I bet he probably does, Boyman Smitty.
So I think part of our essential infrastructure, just like airports obviously need to be in our country, or they're not terribly useful. Ports need to be in our country, they're not terribly useful. Data centers, because of the privacy requirements around the data, need to be in our countries, or they're not terribly useful. They need to be in our countries, but they also need to be secure. And there are new technologies right now. This is the last year.
So keep in mind, I believe across the United States of America, because of all this like AI bubble fucking bullshit, there's a bunch of data centers that are being built all across the United States of America, which this motherfucker directly benefits from. He's gonna get a nice fat fucking paycheck because of all this stupid subsidized bullshit that he's gonna get. More money to the Trump billionaire fucking buddies, less to you. In fact, I don't know, crumbs to the fucking goddamn average peasant, because, the economy is shitting the bed thanks to the tariffs. The job numbers are fucking dog shit. The only thing that's happening is that the stock market's in a fucking goddamn bubble because the same 8 fucking goddamn companies are just like, well, causing a complete shit on the bed. Or honestly, Boy Meets Mini, it's not just the water shortages, although that is also a problem. The biggest problem is going to be how Trump wants to power that. He's cutting all of the fucking goddamn green energy, or is attempting to cut all green energy in blue states specifically, to only have red states be the main beneficiaries, because he's a psychopath. Like a complete fucking partisan. Can't be trusted with anything whatsoever. Even though those red states are probably going to be worse for those particular sort of like green energy initiatives, but whatever. He's willing to just cut all of them to just be like a spiteful little fucking loser and prick, and try to replace them all with like coal power plants, which is dirtier, produces less energy, is just wholeheartedly less efficient, and it's just like, why the fuck are you doing any of this? Oh, because he's a fucking spiteful, conspiratorial moron.
You will ever log on to an Oracle system with a password. Next, by the middle of this year, well, how do I'm quite certain you are Tony Blair. And so how do I know? Well, I look at you, I hear your voice.
Yeah,
I listen to the
exactly.
kind of questions you ask. I'm pretty sure you're not synthetically created and having this conversation. The security system, we have biometric logins. The computer recognizes you. It recognizes your voice. It might ask you to put your index finger on the return key. And we're absolutely certain it's...
Yeah, because I want a motherfucker like this to have, like, access to my fucking fingerprints or something, or to my voice constantly. I mean, the computers are already fucking constantly listening in on you for everything. In order to just have a bunch of, like, data broker dipshits just, I don't know, try to send you advertising or some shit. It's like, fuck off, dude.
It's you. There's no reason to enter a password. In fact, passwords are too easily stolen.
I mean, they're easily stolen if you're like a complete dumbass motherfucker. Dude, you just literally put it in a separate file, put it on a fucking USB. Good luck fucking stealing that shit. That's what I do. Have my passwords ever been stolen? No.
Data centers and data is being taken hostage all over the world. The ransomware business is a very, very good business. It's getting bigger and better every year.
Yeah, that's true, Boy Meets Mini. By the way, like, literally all the stuff that he's saying can also apply to the data that he's also talking about. This is the essential Wild West, which means a lot of the security apparatuses needed to exist to protect this data are not in place, which means that data that he's talking about, all the AI data, can be more easily fucking stolen, which is why this is really fucking stupid.
We tend not to talk about it because the American FBI has a simple advice to someone whose data has been ransomed. Just pay them because there's nothing we can do about it. But there is something we can do about it. Not after the data is stolen, but before the data is stolen. We can make sure that we're using the latest security technology, and it is going to be biometrics assisted by AI to make sure that you are, in fact, Tony Blair, and I'm sure you are. Now, I would love to live to be 150 years old.
Well,
I wonder why you'd love to live to be 150 years old. Whatever, we're going to go into the fucking TikTok shit. Trump claims the TikTok deal is done. Who would own it, and how would it work? Let's take a look at this video. Oh, and he's doing this by executive order. Can you do an executive order for shit like this? I don't know. I'm not sure if you can. Wouldn't this have to be approved by like FTC or some shit by the Trade Commission? I don't think an EO is supposed to be the main thing. Maybe like an EO to authorize the FTC to approve it or some shit. I don't fucking know.
With this executive order, you will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will save TikTok and ensure that it can operate safely and securely.
So this is interesting because...
Oh, by the way, the evidence that, like, China is, like, harvesting data from TikTok, that's, like, the whole basis of the TikTok ban, there's, like, very little evidence to suggest that. Again, like, the same thing can also be said about all these American social media companies that operate in different countries all over the place. By the way, why is shit like Facebook, Twitter all fucking banned from China? Oh, because of that, exactly. Like, it doesn't really surprise me because you motherfuckers would harvest every single Chinese person's fucking goddamn data, so they banned that shit. I mean, it makes sense to me, which is why they're trying to go ahead with, like, a TikTok ban, even though, like, Bytedance is, like, a Singaporean-based fucking company. Same with the CEO is also Singaporean. Or, no, not Bytedance. Is it Bytedance, the main dudes? Like, there's, like, no evidence to suggest that they're just trying to harvest a bunch of fucking data. I know that. Like, also, good luck finding if that's the case. But then again, like, it's just a bunch of hypocrisy burn bullshit because, again, American social media companies have been doing the same thing for fucking decades at this point.
I had a very good talk with President Xi. A lot of respect for him. Hopefully he has a lot of respect for me, too. And we talked about TikTok.
Not with that trade deal, little bro.
And other things, but we talked about TikTok, and He gave us the go-ahead. You know, it's run by American investors and American companies. Great.
Well, neither ByteDance nor the Chinese authorities have publicly confirmed the deal. So have they actually confirmed the deal? I don't know.
Ones, great investors, the biggest. You don't get bigger, I don't imagine. And maybe I'll have JD. JD was very much involved and in charge of it. And maybe I'll have you say a few words about the deal. He would report back, and the points of the
1000% boy meets me. Yeah, it's been getting more chuddy on there. By the way, if you say like I don't know, stuff about like AIPAC and that's negative about Israel, that shit's going to get immediately fucking kiboshed instantaneously. It's so fucking goofy, dude.
Yeah, I think are great for our country. So JD, do you want to give it a little talk, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so thank you, sir, for your leadership and for your help. We really couldn't have done this without the president actually ushering this deal over the finish line. There was some...
Dude, you are the motherfuckers who initially pushed for a fucking TikTok ban, and the Democrats stupidly decided to follow through with it for no fucking reason, because in reality, both you and the Democratic Party just hate young people, and then you decided to fucking politically capitalize on it, because the Democrats are fucking dog shit at playing politics. It's so fucking stupid.
Resistance on the Chinese side, but the fundamental thing that we wanted to accomplish is that we wanted to keep TikTok operating, but we also wanted to make sure that we protected Americans' data privacy as required by law, both because it's the right thing to do, but also because it's a legal requirement.
Well, no, you just want like Larry Ellison and like fucking Oracle to harvest that data instead, so then you can make your own AI security state apparatus bullshit. Yeah, what privacy? The Patriot Act still fucking exists, motherfucker. If the NSA wants to spy on people's metadata, they can fucking do that if they want to. If the NSA wants to spy on my metadata, I can't fucking do shit about that. So it's just like, okay, bro. Like, what privacy? That shit's already been destroyed since the early 2000s. China just wanted to copy your guys' homework.
Of the law that was passed last year by Congress. So we think that we were able to do that. Of course, we're going to keep on working at it, but this deal really does mean that Americans can use TikTok, but actually use it with more confidence than they had in the past, because their data is going to be secure, and it's...
And we're going to have control of the algorithm to have more 3IQ chud shit appear. And also, if you guys decide to talk bad about Israel, no, nothing bad about Israel is ever allowed from motherfuckers like this. Spare me it, dude. It's so stupid. So he says the deal to find a new owner for the social media app has been done and has the blessing of China's Xi Jinping. Of course, there is no confirmation of this. So why did they do it first? Yeah, America first, but Israel firstest, Alex. We all know this. For years, U.S. officials and lawmakers have argued that ByteDance links to the Chinese government threaten national security, even though they've never fucking proved that. It's just been arguments. There's been no proof, but they decided to fucking go ahead with it anyways. It's very cool. Many feared Beijing could force ByteDance to hand over data about its U.S. users, thought to number 170 million. TikTok and ByteDance reject that criticisms, but similar concerns have prompted bans and restrictions in other countries around the world. Again, like... There's no evidence to suggest that that shit was ever gonna fucking happen. Like, there's zero. Nothing. And, yeah, that's a good point, Boy Meets Mini. Yeah, I wonder if TikTok will have a backdoor for Israeli commercial spyware. Yep, 1000%. Like, that's probably gonna fucking happen because they are, like, this, basically. So, that's pretty fucking cool. So, in April 2024, U.S. Congress passed a bill signed into law by former President Joe Biden, giving ByteDance 9 months to find a U.S.-approved buyer. Didn't want to fucking click on that. Or see TikTok shut down. TikTok called the law unconstitutional, claimed that censoring its U.S. users would have a staggering impact on free speech, and launched several unsuccessful legal challenges. ByteDance insisted it had no plans to sell. Yeah, and it's just like, bro, it's so fucking goddamn stupid. Yeah, Jamal Khashoggi was got by fucking Israeli spyware. That's true, Boy Meets Mini. And it's just like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, it's complete fucking... There's, like, no evidence at all to suggest that ByteDance was, like, working with the Chi-Com terrorists in order to, like, sell U.S. users' fucking data to them or something. There's just no evidence to suggest it whatsoever. Like, they were not able to find, like, a backdoor within TikTok. It's been fucking denied, and no evidence was presented. So the ban of TikTok was fucking stupid. After Trump took office in 2025 in January, he extended that initial deadline to allow the search for the app's new owners to continue. Yeah, because again, he recognized that, oh, people are being positive about me on TikTok. Oh, I love TikTok now. Because again, for Trump, overall, the only thing he cares about is fucking politics. It's So fucking stupid, man. So the TikTok deal. Trump's TikTok deal will see a group of U.S. investors take over the app's operations in the country, creating a new company valued at $14 billion. The president says it will involve sophisticated investors, including tech giant Oracle and chairman of its board, Larry Ellison, who is a close Trump ally, Fox Corporation's Rupert Murdoch, and Michael Dell, head of Dell Technologies. So instead of it, I don't know, being owned by the Chinese, it's now going to be owned by a bunch of dipshit right-wing billionaires. The more and more fucking social media platforms that have been coalescing more and more around fucking a small selection of right-wing fucking billionaires and tech oligarchs has been fucking staggering. Again, this motherfucker, owner of Oracle, CBS, CNN, and fucking TikTok, he owns like 3 different fucking news outlets and a social media fucking platform. So that's fucking great. Fantastic. And Rupert Murdoch, we all know about how many fucking different media corporations that guy fucking has in his conglomerate. So the investors will control the algorithm, which will power the US version of TikTok, and Americans will hold 6 of the 7 seats on the board of directors, which will oversee it. Man, I'm so glad this dude who talked about AI surveillance overview systems is going to be the main one looking over the TikTok fucking algorithm. Very cool. So according to Trump, China will own less than 20% of the new joint venture. The algorithm is a technology which determines what users see in their feed and is seen as the most valuable and controversial part of the app. Gee, I wonder why it's seen as incredibly controversial, because again, the only purpose of the algorithm is to harvest your fucking data and set up the data brokers so they can advertise shit to you. That's the fucking point. Because again, for whatever reason, TikTok has like a fucking store on it, so it uses the fucking goddamn data it harvests from you specifically in order to sell fucking products to you. Very, very cool. Under the deal, American TikTok will use a new algorithm which will be based on the existing versions but restrained on U.S. user data, according to White House officials. Trusted security partners will monitor software updates, algorithms, and data flows according to the executive order. I don't trust any of these fucking security partners that are coming from like dumbass places like the FBI under Kash Patel and whatever AI sort of scrubbing system that Larry Ellison has. So that's cool. That's great. You have fun with I don't know, having more fucking like slop be constantly sold to you Americans, a conservative fucking slop. Because let's be honest here, that's exactly what's gonna fucking happen. Oracle already stores TikTok's American user data on its US-based servers as part of an existing agreement, and this will continue. Trump subsequently signed an executive order declaring the new planned deal meets the requirements for the sale of TikTok that were set out in the 2024 law, therefore ensuring a continued operation in the US. By the way, this is all shit that he fucking started himself, Trump, because of the fact that people on TikTok fucking didn't like him. Like, that's literally the main reason why these motherfuckers were advocating so much for the fucking TikTok ban. And now all of a sudden, when TikTok was used to help him win the election, he's like, oh, actually, I love TikTok. Very cool. Because again, there's like complete, utter fucking hypocrite, dude. Oh yeah, I bet Larry Ellison did play Watch Dogs and said he wanted it for real. Or Cyberpunk or something. He's like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want. This is the future that I want to build. Yeah, fuck yeah. White House has also identified private equity firm Silver Lake as another investor. It has a stake in City Football Group, which owns Manchester City Football Club. A huge range of public figures, ranging from OnlyFans founder Tim Stokely to star YouTuber Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, were previously touted as potential partners. Yo, Mr. Beast, yeah, has a part ownership in TikTok. Let's go. Time for like more fucking Mr. Beast slop to be sold to everyone. Woo! Yeah, Mr. Beast's gonna rake in all our data. Let's go. What have TikTok said about the deal? They have not commented publicly, but in a statement released before Trump announced the deal, Bytedance sent thanked Xi and Trump for their efforts to preserve TikTok in the United States. What has TikTok said? Not TikTok, but China said about the TikTok deal. President Trump said that the deal was approved by Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in a call on September 19th of September. Trump said he told him to go ahead on the deal and that China is on board. But Beijing has been more guarded than Washington. So he's lying more than likely. I don't think the Chinese fucking fully agreed to everything. So he's full of shit here more than likely. Chinese government respects the wishes of the enterprise and welcomes it to carry out commercial negotiations in accordance with market rules to reach a solution compliant with China's laws and regulations, and strikes a balance of interests, it said after Trump's announcement. Ministers reiterated Beijing's calls for an open, fair, and non-discriminatory treatment of Chinese companies in the U.S. after Trump made his plans for the app official in an executive order. Yeah, so more than likely, this is just being forced through by the Trump administration himself. Very, very cool. And there probably actually was not that much negotiation that happened. I'm going to make a bet on that one. Analysts believe it is extremely unlikely that TikTok's parent company would sell its prize app without Beijing's blessing. The Chinese government is expected to issue an export license for the TikTok algorithm in due course. Trump also said he would discuss the deal with Xi Jinping at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in South Korea at the end of October. What does the deal mean for U.S. TikTok users? So according to TikTok, its U.S. users spend 51 minutes per day on average in the app. Jesus Christ. When the bill was announced, many U.S. creators who earn their living on the app told the BBC its loss would be devastating. In March 2024, TikTok urged its users to contact their political representatives. Yep, when the initial ban stuff was happening and the Democrats played it, well, let's be honest here, played the politics of that situation as terribly as possible, but whatever. Experts predict that the video sharing rivals such as Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and another Chinese app, RedNote, would benefit if TikTok was banned. Oh yeah, 1000%, right? TikTok is the biggest competition in terms of the sort of shorter form video stuff because they were the first ones. I mean, it was Vine who basically did it first, but TikTok basically perfected the sort of format, and a bunch of other corporations and companies started to copy off of that. So, you know, as expected. But even if the future in the US has been secure, there's no guarantee that the users will decide to stick with the new version of the app. Yeah, because I don't think a lot of left-leaning people, are going to be particularly comfortable with the fact that dumbasses like Larry Ellison and Rupert Murdoch are going to be the main sort of like judges for what the new TikTok algorithm should be. And again, as always, all these motherfuckers just want to harvest as much data from you as much as possible in order to sell it to data brokers to sell advertising to you. That's all that there is to it with these motherfuckers. The jury's still out on whether this new US-only app will truly be a replicate of the old one with just as powerful of an algorithm and experience at Chelsea Chickering from market research company Forrester. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But one more fucking meme real quick. Barry Weiss is now being named editor-in-chief of CBS News as a major part of the Paramount Skydance shakeup. Keep in mind, Barry Weiss is just a Zionist fucking attack dog, which means it's to give you a good idea for some of the stuff that Larry Ellison is in reality fucking okay with, it's time for more Zionist fucking propaganda to be on fucking TikTok all over the place. So, I mean, that's cool. Great. Fantastic. Great to see that this is going to be the new sort of environment that is currently under existence in the sort of cyberpunk dystopian future that, I don't know, this weird-looking motherfucker has. It's just like, I mean, it's going to be great. Fantastic. Very cool. And here's Barry Weiss, seemingly the new head of CBS News, not knowing what Mossad is. Okay, let me answer that question for you, Mossad. Mossad. I mean, she basically is Mossad. Let's be honest here. Let me answer that for you, Barry. Mossad is the CIA for Israel. Yeah, that's Mossad. Very cool. Wow, that was easy.
Yossi Cohen, welcome to Honestly.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, a lot of people on the internet believe that you are my boss because they believe that I am a member of Mossad. But this is actually the first time that I'm meeting you, or at least as far as I know, any member of Mossad. So I'm very excited to meet you.
I'm the first one you've ever met, but you know.
There might be, I might have met people.
Other stuff you know the world.
First, I want to set the table for people because the Mossad is an agency that is just shrouded in so much conspiracy and propaganda. Simple question, Yossi. What is the Mossad?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim.
She doesn't know what Mossad is, bro. I'm not going to listen to what fucking bullshit Tim Dillon has to say. I don't give a shit. But yeah, Barry Weiss apparently doesn't know what Mossad is, even though she's like a Zionist fucking attack dog. Keep in mind, her main claim to fame was basically going after professors for not being fucking Zionist enough. It's so fucking stupid. And now she's going to be the editor-in-chief of fucking CBS News. It's time for some complete utter fucking dog shit articles to be coming more and more out of CBS. So again, like, whoa, more cases and instances of, let's be quite honest here, right-wing billionaires being the main sort of stoppers to free speech and allowing for more corporate fucking consolidation with the help of Donald Trump because he's totally okay with corporate consolidation. And let's be honest here, none of these motherfuckers actually care about fucking free speech. It's all about the security state apparatus that's being brought to you by Oracle AI. And they just want to harvest as much data from you as possible in order to be able to create either the security state apparatus that apparently China was supposed to have, but now these motherfuckers want to do it, so I don't know, sparing it, hypocritical, and to just have all that data to sell to fucking data brokers to make as much fucking money as possible. Because in reality, that's what it's always been all about for these billionaire fucking dipshits, doing everything possible to maintain the systems of hierarchy and control so that they are the main beneficiaries who make as much money from it as possible. Just as Mark Fisher said in Capitalist Realism, given the sort of hyper-commodified state that we live under right now, the billionaires, the bourgeoisie, the rich will do literally everything possible to commodify every fucking aspect of life. Your soul, your information, your food, your water, the air that you breathe. If these motherfuckers can monetize from it and make money from it, oh, trust me, they'll figure out a way to do it. So again, it's one of those situations, it's like, it's fucking spare me at conservatives. None of you people have any fucking principles or thoughts on any of this. And in reality, you people are totally okay with like Chi-Com fucking terrorist slop bullshit if it's like motherfuckers like Larry Ellison who are the main stewards of it. So spare me it, conservatives. You people in reality are totally okay with security state apparatus fucking bullshit. Don't think there's much else to say besides that.